Galloway's support through sight loss. Galloway's get active. Red Scar Woods, Preston. Hi everyone, James and Jane here again with another of the Galloway's Get Active video walks, audio described for you. Today we're at the crematorium in Preston and we're going to go through Red Scar Woodland. So Jane will probably read some of the information that we find along the way. An area again that I've not done before. I don't think you've done it before, have you, Jane?
No, I don't necessarily.
It'll be something different. I'm pretty certain we're going to see loads of bluebells again, maybe some wild garlic, and see what other nature and wildlife we can find. So come along, have a look at what we can find, and the walk is probably around about 2.5 to 3 miles, I would say. Well, let's go, let's see what we can find. So parking up at the crematorium, we follow the path that's part of the wheel heading towards the direction of Brockholes Nature Reserve.
Red Scar Memorial Walk. Red Scar Parkland surrounds Preston Crematorium on all but the north side. This site is a forgotten gem in Preston's history, surrounded by the beautiful wildlife, rich Red Scar woodland, and situated above the Horseshoe Bend beauty spot on the River Ribble.
The path is pretty straight and it's tree lined with plenty of wildlife and wild plants to either side.
The Red Scar Memorial Walk. There is a footpath that leads south through an avenue of lime trees on the old coach road to the former site of Red Scar Mansion, where the remains of an observatory can be seen. Follow the path further across the field for a short walk along the Ribble Way in Red Scar Woods, then back to the crematorium past the ponds.
The sunlight is streaming through the trees. It's nice dapple shade. Follow the path and then further down it opens up and we take a path on our left hand side that runs along the edge of Red Scar Woods. Wildlife
of Red Scar. Red Scar and adjacent woodland along the River Ribble has been growing here for thousands of years. The inaccessible steep slopes have protected it from the pressures of agriculture and industries. It is one of the biggest and longest stretches of woodland in Lancashire and is protected wildlife area. Copper and green beech, holly, oak and yew are scattered across the fields and were planted by the Cross family as part of the estate. Oak, ash, hazel and wild cherry can be found throughout the Red Scar woodland. Oak has been considered sacred by many cultures. It was held in high esteem by the Norse and Celts because of its size, longevity and nutritious acorns. Greater spotted woodpeckers excavate their own nest holes in trees. Their holes are usually 5 to 6 centimetres in diameter and may be used for several years. Bluebells carpet Red Scar woodlands in spring. They tend to grow only in very old woodlands.
We follow the path along the edge of the woodland. So the land slopes down to our right, down into the valley, and then up the other side. We follow the path that goes along the top of the woodland. You may just hear a woodpecker. Quite a few woodpeckers, you might be able to hear drumming in the distance.
dead wood. You will see lots of dead wood both on the ground and in standing trees. Dead wood is a vital part of the natural world and is in short supply in the UK. As the wood decays, it provides important habitats for small animals, insects and birds. Bluebells. In the spring, the woods are covered with a carpet of bluebells. But are you looking at the native bluebell or the garden escapee, the Spanish bluebell? The best way to tell the difference is to look at the pollen. The native bluebells has creamy white pollen.
So kind of following the path, and we'll go through a gate, where we go through the gate and immediately turn right along the edge of the field. So the woodlands on our right hand side and the fields are on our left. We keep following the edge of the woodland. Just showing a close-up of a cuckoo plant, cuckoo flower, which is a very delicate pale pink, almost white flower. We follow the path along the edge of the field and we come to a little footbridge which we'll go over, which will take us into another field. And again we'll follow that field and then we'll come to another stile once we've got across. At this point we turn right and head down a narrow track. The sounds rush high in the tree, which is a bit more slender than a blackbird, with a nicely speckled breast of cream and brown speckles. So we'll follow the path down into the woodland, heading down the valley side. Into dense woodland now. Okay everybody, we seem to have come to a halt.
First time ever this, isn't it?
First time ever, yeah. We've followed the path, we're actually on the path. But as you can see, there's a lot of trees down, there's been looks like a bit of a mudslide. The bridge at the bottom that we needed to go over is closed. So what we've got to do is we've got to backtrack the way we came in, go up them steps that we came down. So definitely not suitable for you guys. We have tried to find a way down, but no, it's just too risky to do. So what we'll have to do is trace it back, and the walk we were going to do, we'll just amend it, and we'll go back up towards Red Scar and then back towards the Crem that way. So keep tuned. We'll get a way out of here. It's lovely in the woods though, it's nice and peaceful, you can hear all the bird song and everything. But yeah, we shall make our way back. Better to be safe than sorry, so come along and we'll go back. Okay, so trace it back to that footbridge, and then we turn right and head up the field, keeping the hedge on our left hand side. And then the path gently bends over to cross the field towards our left. So we cross over the field and go through a gap in the hedge. Once we go through this gap, we then keep the hedgerow on our left hand side. follow that until we come across the field and we come to a gate which we need to go over or go through. It was locked when we did it, so we had to climb over the gate. So then we pick up a gravel track on the other side of the gate for a short distance before turning left and following the track, which takes us back towards the woodland that we first came through. So we turn left. You hear the birds singing. And we follow this track, which will then take us back to the path where we walked along the edge of the woodland. Showing a patch of bluebells in the woodland and the bright blue flowers against the greens and browns of the background. And this time we're retracing our steps, so the woodland's on our left and the fields are on our right. And then there is a path that goes up on the right hand side, which takes us back towards the crematorium. So we keep following this path. Here through a little gate. Once we go through the gate, the path takes us past the ponds before we get to the crematorium, and then we just follow the path back to the car park. Big pond on our right hand side.
Okay everyone, so that was an adventurous walk. We weren't anticipating it to be the bridge out or the landslide and things like that. So we're just walking back through the woodland we came through first, retracing our steps back towards the car park at the crematorium. So it's been a great walk. There are the bluebells, lots of bird song. It's just starting to rain, so hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Like I say, if you want to know more about it, give me a call on 01772 744 148 and we'll gladly tell you about this walk and any of the others. So for now, it's time to say goodbye and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.